Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd become an actor, let alone a filmmaker. It was just so far off the radar for me, it was unimaginable. When I was in my late 30s, I was living in Bulgaria, managing a software office there. And I have two good friends that I met while I was living there, Neil and Diane, and we got together and thought we'd like to start an English language theatre group there. We called it Veritas. And I was going to manage things because that's what I did. And I was going to leave all that creative stuff to them because frankly I had no idea about it. And it all was going well. We got a group of great English-speaking Bulgarians, mainly students, who were willing and keen to perform. So everything looked rosy. Then I think it was at the first rehearsal, the director turned to me and said, "Bill, we're one man short. It's going to have to be you." And at first I didn't really, I guess, comprehend what that would mean for me. Certainly didn't comprehend what that would mean for me, but I just sort of took it on the chin and thought, oh, okay, yep, I'll do that. But as we started rehearsing and got closer to opening night, I became more and more petrified. I don't know if Neil and Diane noticed, but by the time we got to opening night, I was waiting backstage. I think we had 3 one-act plays and I was in the third one. So I had to wait through the other ones. And I was waiting backstage and I had my head in my hands, my head between my knees. I was shaking like a leaf. I felt ill. It was just a horrible experience. And instead of thinking about my entrance or what my first line might be on stage or anything like that, what I was imagining in my head was bursting through the stage door, which was just to my left, and running down the street thinking that they'll understand why I've done this. It's going to be okay. But I didn't, thankfully. So I went on stage and when I got there, man, I was shaking so much. My voice must have been quivering and shaking. But as traumatic as that sounds, and it was kind of traumatic for me, something changed. And it's hard to explain it without sounding like a cliche or corny or something, but it was like a switch had been flicked inside of me, or like I had this smouldering fire that I didn't even know about, and this experience has poured fuel onto it, and it started to grow. But even then, I still didn't really acknowledge what was going on. When I got off stage, oh, that was such a relief. Such a relief. I mean, such a relief to be off stage, but at the same time, as soon as I was off stage, I wanted to be back on. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but that's how it felt. So it took me almost a decade to allow myself to acknowledge that if I was going to be happy, this is what I had to do. So when I was 47, I think I was, after a 1-year full-time course, and I'd done a couple of part-time courses and a little bit of Amdram in London before that, I took a deep breath and became an actor. And then, I guess I was mid-50s, I started to take an interest in indie filmmaking. I made a couple of short series and short films of varying quality, it's fair to say, but it's all part of it, you know. I have no background in, I didn't study filmmaking or or, didn't have cameras when I was a kid or anything like that. I had no idea what I was doing. My approach was, and still is, to surround myself with people who know what they're doing. And, call on their skills. And they can slap me into place when I need to be, or explain things to me. I'm fine with that. But of course, I'm picking up things as I go along. At the moment, I have a short film we shot in a day, this one, which is being submitted to festivals right now. I have a feature film which has been in post-production for quite some time, and I'll make a video more about that, which is this one, soon. We hope to be in a stage to start submitting to festivals very soon. So I'll update more on that at the time. And I have lots of other projects on the go, shorts and features. Some are ready, both shorts and features, scripts to film. Some need some more work. Some are just ideas. I tend to, some are mine, some are other people's, and some joint efforts. Personally, I tend to get ideas, and I have no problem getting ideas. It's the part where I personally need help is to refine them into more detail. I think that's the best way to put it. And when I get ideas, I tend to write a couple of pages, just a couple of pages of a script, sometimes more, not trying to make any structure or anything like that, just to get the idea on paper. And that's like a starting point. And it's also a starting point to see, is this going to work or not? So I've got all these things going on. And of course, the thing is trying to work out how to get them made. But I'll keep going. I love filmmaking, just as I love acting. And for someone like me who is introverted by nature, I feel most relaxed when I'm, have plenty of alone time, which I think is common for most introverts. I feel most relaxed when I'm with my family and with people close to me in small groups. And the only other time I feel relaxed is when I'm making films or acting. And everything in between, I don't know, it's strange. I just feel uncomfortable. But that's okay. I realize that these things are the things in life that make me happy, and that's what I'm going for. Hope to see you again in the next one.